Nori.
She wanna taste, I want some rolls to slide in the race. Catch her soul, they lie in your face. Thought it was drill, they dying away. Might be a ring, mom with JC, but I be Dolo, niggas know me.
When we look at the UK drill scene and its numbers,
That's
it's
UK,
clear to see who's at the top of the game right now. With Central C hitting #1 in the charts with his new mixtape 2-3, and Digga D securing features like Moneybagg Yo, no one else in the UK scene is really doing what they're doing right now, which becomes even more interesting because these two have a...
I heard apparently the Digga D nigga like that.
Word.
long
That's what I
history
heard.
and not a good
Never
one.
know.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
It's your boy Kid Nerd back with another video. Be sure to like and
Right in the
subscribe
middle,
and
man.
comment below what you think.
Huh?
Let's get into
You're
it.
like, why be in the mirror like that?
So today, we're taking this story to West London, which is probably the weirdest part of London for so many reasons. So on one side here, we have Digga D, who's from Ladbroke Grove, which is located in the borough of Kensington and Chelsea, one of the richest and poshest boroughs in the whole of the UK. But the borough also has the second highest crime rate in London. Famous Ladbroke Grove rapper A.
We're the richest, but got one of the highest crime rates.
That's why he
Yeah.
did say it was weird and
Yeah,
strange. That's really weird and strange.
Word.
Usually it's never like that. The richest is never really the highest. That's usually the safest part, but that's crazy.
Word.
J. Tracy explains how it is living in the area in one of his interviews.
Have is an area where we're living in estates and flats in which that sometimes we don't even have enough to pay the electricity bill, and right across the road there's a family where the youngest daughter, who's 9 years old, has a Rolex on.
Central C was also born in Ladbroke Grove, but as a couple.
Wait, that's crazy though. So they mixed the hood with the nice
Oh,
part.
that's why, yeah.
They
Yeah.
said A living in the flat where
And then
they
across the
barely could
street
pay their shit, and
is
then
this
next
rich
street a
part.
9-year-old with a, like, I don't know. Yeah, that is.
So
that
I'm
is
thinking the
weird.
whole part was rich, but
Yeah.
it's different. It's like, I don't know how to fuck.
It's not even like one part good, one part bad. It's like literally mixed.
So it's probably how how Long Branch is. Like Long Branch, I guess you could consider it the hood. I guess like some
Mhm.
parts, but then you got
I mean,
some parts where you got them big ass cribs. You
that's
feel me?
that's West Long Branch though.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like, but West Long Branch is
Yeah.
not too far from Long
Yeah.
Branch. You feel me? Like it's not like across the street, but it's
But I guess
I
it's sectioned off though. It's not like intertwined.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
Asbury got the bad part, but then you go across the tracks and it's nice. You feel me? Like it's not intertwined. It's the same town, but it's like different parts.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but I was just saying
But
like,
on this, it sounds like it's like literally together, like they're on the same block.
it might. That's weird. That's I don't know. That's weird. I'd never ever seen it like that before.
Word.
Ever.
Years older than Digga, but Central C moved around 5 minutes away from Grove to an area called Shepherd's Bush, another quite notoriously dangerous area in West London, and you will soon learn why this location switch for Central C was important in his feud with the rapper Digga D. Now Digga D and Central C actually went to school with each other. They both attended Chelsea Academy School in West London, but Digga D got kicked out of school in the start of year 8, so the pair didn't really have many run-ins with each other at school, and Central C was quite quiet and low-key in school, so he probably wasn't easily noticed. But from school, both rappers took completely different paths. Central C from around 2015 started trying to launch his music career with a song on the music platform called Street Heat, and he even managed to get onto a remix with big East London rapper J Hus in early 2015. Around the same time, he had to support his family, and with his music career not launching yet, he had to get it in another way. He previously had a job at a shoe store but left less than a month in, and just like many other kids in London, London, he started the cycle of going to OT to make some fast money. On the other side, in 2015, Digga D started getting his face more beta on the roads. Back in 2015, Shepherd's Bush and Ladbroke Grove actually used to be part of one gang called 916, alongside some other areas in West London. And you could even see a young Digga in the 916 music video from the rapper John 5 in his song Ain't Scared. But in 2016, internal disputes inside the 916 gang split the whole group apart, creating several different break-off batches in West London. The 916 members from Ladbroke Grove broke off and continued to use the name 916. But
It's usually always people being cool that ended up not being cool.
Yeah, it's funny. It reminds you like that how not Ace, but like I was gonna say K-pop. Queso and them was. It was all one shit, and then they divided into two, ATK
Or
and.
you could do it even like K-Flock and them, because K-Flock and them used to be cool with Be Love gang or whatever, and then they ended up splitting.
Or that's how I said that's how a lot of beef be. Like niggas be like cool as hell,
Yeah.
and then they just break apart. It don't really ever be like no ops like, oh, like we don't know. Usually motherfuckers that usually beef with niggas
It's
already
usually niggas y'all cool with.
Yeah, you already been cool with at a point in time, like for the most part, like you feel me?
Yeah.
Like just like Quando and Dirk, they was all.
Or
I'm not gonna say it was like close.
they wasn't
but,
close yet.
Yeah, but they was all cool. Like Queso, all them niggas was all cool at a point in time, and then I was like, now niggas is beefing, shooting at each other and shit.
eventually started repping the name 1011, which represented the two postcodes across Ladbroke Grove, which are W10 and W11. And 916 members from Shepherd's Bush divided into two different sets called 12 World and 12 Anti. The same year, Digga D dropped his first music video called Hella Bands, where you can see other 1011 members. And that was the start of what we know Digga D to be now. Throughout 2016 and 17, putting on other 1011 members onto his tracks. And 1011 started to blow up faster than anyone in the scene at the time. You may be asking why they blew up so fast. 1011 were really the first UK drill group to have no filter at all. Literally just saying the hottest stuff on beats, describing specific events quite graphically, which is something drill rappers didn't really do to the extent at that time. But one of the main reasons for 1011's blow up was the constant mocking of a murder which took place in 2017. An opposition member called T-Wiz. So it was April 2017, early in the afternoon, and T-Wiz had just stepped out of his house in Norfolk, West London, which is an op block to the 1011 gang. T-Wiz was then approached by two guys from an opposing gang called Rainers Lane, who are linked with 1011. And once they spotted T-Wiz, they stabbed him in the stomach and ran from the scene. T-Wiz then tried to run to a nearby alleyway around 100 yards from his house, but collapsed and died. Digga D and 1011...
Why would you run to an alleyway though?
Maybe it was a shortcut to get to the crib.
Or hospital maybe? I don't know.
He said he ran through an alleyway, something with by his, something. He said something with his crib. So I'm guessing the alleyway probably.
They said they caught him walking out his crib.
No.
Or walking into his crib.
No. This is what he said.
Go back a little
and
bit.
from the scene. T-Wiz then tried to run to a nearby alleyway around 100 yards from his house, but collapsed and died. Digga D and 1011 would mock T-Wiz.
Damn. So he said he ran through the alleyway 100 yards. So I'm guessing the alleyway was probably close. It was probably like a little closer to his crib. Probably like a little shortcut.
I guess.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Because in that case, yeah, why would you run into an alleyway? It had to be close to something.
Yeah.
Either closer back to his crib, or you said closer to a hospital or some shit.
Yeah, but even if you go through an alleyway, then there's no chance of help because many people not gonna be in that alleyway.
I know. I mean, when you get stabbed, you ain't supposed to run anyway.
That's
No. That's just like if you get stabbed, you ain't supposed to take the shit out.
a shot. Yeah, you're not supposed to take out the bullet.
Or,
Oh no, when it's stuck, like when it's stuck in you,
you're
supposed to leave it in there.
When you stab, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to like run and none of that shit. But I mean, in that situation, it's like. But they ran from the scene. He should have. I would have just sat there, because you're gonna eventually, like happen. You're gonna collapse and die, eventually at some point. But yeah.
his death in pretty much every song. So 2 men were put on trial for the murder, one being a guy who went by the name T Rose, but both guys actually ended up beating the murder charge due to claims of self-defense. After beating the case, T Rose then went on and made a drill song, not only mocking T Wiz's death, but he went and reenacted the murder in the music video. But stuff started getting hot for T Rose, so he went and moved around 3 hours away to the north of England in a town called Telford. That didn't stop anyone.
At least he's smart to move away.
But yeah,
But
but you put yourself in that predicament.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
the reenacting it. And
yeah,
then-
like, you put yourself in a predicament to get killed. Like, you didn't have to do all that.
or-
Because T Rose was
Actually, it kind of reminded me of King Von, cause you know how he beat the thing, and then he, you know, in his music he tell everything. Well, not everything, but you know.
Yeah, but niggas wasn't like, I don't know. I guess it's like different. Like in UK, I guess. In Chicago, niggas is like that too. But like, I don't know. Like, I guess it depends. Like, you feel me? Because there's niggas who do this and it's still alive, but it is niggas who diss and niggas get whacked like the very next day. So, but it seems like niggas out here are like different. Like, niggas is just killing niggas. Like,
You gotta be different though to be stabbing niggas left and right.
that's what I'm saying. But you see a lot of these niggas, they die literally like the next day or like within that same week, like after doing some crazy shit. So out here is like probably like different from like Chicago and like New York. You feel me? Don't get me wrong, it's different out there too, but it's probably more like dangerous out there than it is. Feel me?
I guess, but at least out there, for the most part, you get a chance to see when people, cause like here is more guns, so you can't.
Yeah.
Niggas could be like a block away, and
Yeah.
bust at you. But for somebody to stab you with a knife, they gotta be close.
Yeah, but it seems like I don't know. You would think that it'd be easier to not lack, but
Yeah, I
a lot every time you watch these motherfuckers is lacking left and right, and it's like,
Yeah.
how are you lacking when niggas got machetes and shit? Like, I don't know, bro. Nah,
He
I
went
gotta
and moved around
ask that
3
shit.
hours
That's
away to the
stupid.
north of England in a town called Telford. That didn't stop anyone because T Rose was shot 5 times and killed in broad daylight, even after moving to the other side of the country. But let's take it back to 2017. The beef between Digga D's 1011 and Central C's Shepherd's Bush was getting serious. During this, Digga D really started making a name for himself with his tune called No Hook and his Next Up track starting to rack up some big views. And even though all of his songs would be featured by other 1011 members, it was clear Digga was the star of the group, and he even started to attract a lot of international attention to the UK drill scene. But with the constant release of diss tracks, the beef was only becoming hotter, which eventually caught up to Digga and 1011 members. While all of this was going on, Digga's gang, 1011, had been getting investigated and tracked on every movement they made. On the 9th of November 2019, Digga and 4 other members were riding out when their car got stopped near Portobello Road and Ladbroke Road. Digga tried to make a run for it with his face covered, but he didn't get far and was taken down and arrested by the police, where he was found with a large machete down his trouser leg. One more machete, a knife, and 2 baseball bats.
All his, he had all that shit.
Now he had these two in his
Oh,
leg.
I said, how the fuck?
He had these two in his like pants leg, I think.
How the fuck do you walk like that though? Like that shit gotta be like.
I mean, they probably used to it.
I know.
They probably keep this part by the ankles. That's just scary, just keeping it by. Yeah, actually, yeah, because you had to pull it out with
You
the
had
grip
to
part.
pull it
so,
out,
yeah.
but they probably. Does he got something on it? No, he don't. I'm like, how the fuck that shit not like? You feel me?
scraping you like your leg.
Word.
And like, how don't it stick out unless they wear like baggy pants?
They probably wear them baggy ass sweatpants.
Probably.
It's no way
But
you wearing jeans.
Yeah,
with
you
the-
can't because
there's
it'll
no
take forever
way.
to pull it out.
And then that shit really be pulled.
That's why he got caught, because he can't run with that shit.
Exactly.
Also recovered in the car or on the members. All 5 members were sentenced to conspiracy to commit violent
Murder.
disorder with the
So it was 5 of them that got caught with 6 weapons.
Oh, so they must 2 for. No, so 1, 2. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. He
Yeah.
just had weapons. I ain't.
So Digga D got caught with the 2 machetes.
And then they got caught with the other
And then
4.
the other 4, the police found in the car or on him. So it's 3 more knives in the back.
So just imagine, you probably get life if you got a gun in that bitch.
Probably.
For real, you get caught with a gun, bro. You'll probably get fucking life.
older members receiving prison sentences. But Digga D at the time was only 17, so got a lighter sentence of a year in the detention.
He look different now.
Originally, the members stated that the weapons were for props for a music video, but after the piled up evidence, they all pleaded guilty to their charges. And this could have very much been the beginning of the end for Digga D. They even played his music at court, where they showed he referenced real life unsolved crimes in his area, which caused the police to get YouTube to take down most of Digga D's songs, including his Next Up, which was one of the most viewed.
But why would they take it down?
Because it probably had to do something with involving the case.
But that's technically evidence, so it's like,
Yeah, but I think they already charged him during the time. He did he got charged, but they said he got a lighter sentence. He did like a year or some change. But the other people were trying to say they were props. I'm guessing they probably made it take him down after.
no, they it said the oldest two got charged right away.
No,
and then the rest of them tried to say it was props.
And then it said Doug.
But they still
what's
got
his
charged.
name?
Digga D.
Digga D got a lesser charge. They said he only did a year because he was 17.
Yeah.
He only got charged like a year and some change. So
But still, what's the point of taking down a video? That's my thing.
I'm guaranteed that they probably all already had the evidence, already got charged. So at that point, it's like now just delete it. Once the case is over with, what else? You feel me? Once you already charged, what other evidence do you need? Once you already
That's
got.
fucked up. They made him take it down.
I know.
UK drill songs at the time with 11 million views, even putting Digga D on Channel 4 News to make an example of him to others. Digga was also slapped with a criminal behaviour order, which prevented him from writing lyrics on his rivals and mentioning dead people like T Wiz. This was quite a turning point for UK drill, because after this we started seeing more and more drill songs getting taken down.
Stuff like that, I think you could do it like when people on probation and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's like for probation and shit or whatever. Just like how you
can't.
Just like how you can't see your co-defendants or something like that.
So it can make you not rap about like no ops and nothing like that. That's crazy. They need to do that more often. A lot of niggas would not be able to they'll fall off. Cause a lot of niggas, that's all they do is this. So it's like if niggas that did go to jail or whatever, however that shit worked, and they wasn't able to rap about their ops, blah blah blah, none of that, a lot of niggas will fall off, bro.
Caused drill artists to water down and censor their lyrics to stop this from happening. Then on October 8, 2018, Digga was fresh home.
Oh, okay, so this makes sense. He grew hair while he was in jail.
Yeah.
Cause now he got like braids.
Oh, word?
That's why.
Well, he do look different. Before he looked young as hell. Like he grew some weight and everything.
But you know, in jail niggas get bigger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying now. It's adding up.
He still couldn't keep himself out of trouble. Now this is where Central C now gets involved in this story. Now at this time in 2018, Central C was starting to build a steady name for himself. He was already blowing up on Instagram with his unique type of drip and his pretty boy looks. But his music wasn't quite blowing up yet, with a more wavy type of sound, which was kind of what everyone else was sounding like at the time. But what happened on the 30th of November 2018 might have been a big reason due to his quite drastic career and sound change. So Central C, alongside his brother and some other guys, were posted up near a Sainsbury's store on Davisville Road in Shepherd's Bush when they were approached by two males. They started getting into some sort of verbal altercation. One of the males pulled out a knife and stabbed Central C's brother just under his left shoulder and then cut from the scene. Central C and his brother then went inside the Sainsbury's store where
They say he stabbed him under his shoulder and then cut from the scene. I mean, like sliced him there.
I thought he said ran from the scene. Damn. Nah, he did say that. I just thought he said ran, but he did say something like that, yeah. Damn.
police came and they started to treat the wound. Two men were arrested for this, one of the men being Digga D. Digga D and his friend were eventually released due to lack of evidence, and Central C went kind of MIA for a little while, but Digga just couldn't stay out of trouble.
So they wasn't really friends, because they went to the same school, but they didn't really know each other.
Well, yeah, because he said, I forgot who he said.
On January
he said,
2nd, 2019, around...
I forgot what he said. One of them got suspended, like as soon as the school year started. So that's why. So they probably would have known each other more.
Yeah, but
if they was there. Yeah. But then again, he said the school was mad low key, like mad quiet and shit. So they probably want. Who knows?
I said Central C was like quiet.
Nah, he said the school was.
I don't know.
So he said the school was mad quiet. So that that's why he didn't really. That's why he didn't stand out, because the school wasn't like nothing that was like too crazy. You gotta listen, man.
I was.
No, you wasn't.
Bitch, you heard it
7
wrong.
Police
No, I
was
didn't.
called to Harrow Road in West London due
That
to
like
a large
Snapchat.
fight between around 20 people. Harrow Road is the area of another
Bro,
West
these
London
fucking
popular rapper
mosquitoes,
called
bro.
Fredo, and also happens to be another area Digga has conflict with. After this fight, it was reported that 2 men were stabbed from the altercation. Digga, along with 2 other 1011 members, Savo and ZK, were arrested alongside some other members of the HRB gang, who was on the other side of the conflict. Digga was arrested and sent back to prison for 2 years and 6 months. Luckily, before Digga went inside, he had already finished up his debut album, Double Tap Diaries, and recorded some music videos to some of the tracks. This album is kind of what blew him up to the next level, because before...
See, that's why artists, y'all gotta work while y'all, you feel me?
Nigga,
Because he already had shit ready.
R just don't fucking do dumb shit.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying, but if you like, you feel me?
Oh yeah. Well, I say you ain't gotta worry about no shit like that.
Have shit ready already, like, you know?
Yeah. So you stay
he
like
didn't
popping.
have that
Yeah.
many solo songs. He released a music video to his hit song No Diet on April the 18th while locked up. The song done big numbers and is currently on 26 million views, setting him up for a lot of hype for when he comes out. Digga ran into some issues though while inside prison. He was stabbed in one of his eyes, making him partially blind.
His
Then on
eye?
the 22nd of
Yeah.
May 2020,
That's crazy.
Digga D is fresh home once again.
Oh my god, this is beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm emotional, guys. I'm emotional.
And comes out with one of his biggest songs yet, a song called Where. This wasn't too far after Central C dropped his first big song as well.
You still on
Day
getting
in
stabbed in the
Life,
eye too,
which
right?
put
Yeah.
Central in the limelight. And Central C went from strength
That
to
hurt.
strength in 2020, getting numbers in everything and anything
Partial
he dropped.
blind.
But he really took off after
Yeah.
dropping his hit song Loading, which is now on 80 million views. Even Digga D was seen listening to him in one of his Insta lives. And it seemed like Digga didn't really have that many personal issues with Central C at the time. But Digga did have problems with a lot of the people in Central C's music videos and people around him. Central C has many members of the 12 anti-gang around him, which obviously has conflicts with Digga D's side. Not only this, but Central C featured on a song with the West London rapper Fredo, who is from an area which historically has always had problems with Digga's area.
We
Ever
heard-
since then,
we
Digga
read
has been
the
moving
time
kind of wild,
Alright.
talking about the situation with his brother back in 2018 in a couple of unreleased songs.
That's
But it
the black
seemed
nigga,
like
right?
Central C wasn't trying to reply to any of Digga
I
D's
don't know.
disses and not give the situation any type of limelight. Until recently when he dropped his new mixtape called 2-3. On one of his songs called End of the Beginning, he sends for Digga D's ex-girlfriend called Tennessee when he says,
Yeah.
I wanna hit Tennessee and I don't mean Nashville. Digga responded to this
I
on
think
his
I heard
Insta,
that.
pretty much saying why is he sending shots to his ex and not him. But when we look back at Central's life, it makes sense why he hasn't really replied to Digga. Literally just from the fact he's not really involved in all of this beef the two areas have.
So far, what I got, you seen the fly, right?
He's about to eat your head. That nigga say I want to hit Tennessee. I ain't talking about Nashville. That's an ugly ass name, ain't somebody?
Well, so what I got from this is, what you call, Central C is still mad about his brother, but I feel like Digga D don't really know that was his brother. Cause if Digga D did that to his brother and then bumping his music and shit, and don't got a problem with him, but don't like the niggas in his videos, he probably think he just like, you know.
Oh word. Yeah, you got a point, Nito. How time you paying attention?
Obviously, it seems like the two have had their own little bit of history, but I think Central C is just at a point of his career where he just wants to go clear and live in peace. Like, this guy could easily clear 10 million views a video at this point, and he's
Yeah, he
building a
pop like
fan
that?
base all
Yeah.
over the world.
Really?
He's literally a walking, living potential Hall of Famer in this rap game. He doesn't
Really?
need to be involved
I
in
didn't
all
know
that
that.
street stuff. With Digga, it's all a bit different. Digga has kind of thrived off his controversy and bad boy image, and that works for him. That's his audience. When we look at Central C's career, he's getting them big views from his songs like Commitment Issues and Obsessed With You, songs for and about girls. So this whole gangsterish type of route he's dabbling with now, in my personal opinion, I think he needs to scrap it. And he could potentially turn into the first international pop star to come from UK drill. Anyway guys, let me know what you all think about this situation. And of course, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.
Nigga
It's been your
pulling
boy
numbers
Kid
like
Nerd,
that,
and
you
peace
know?
out.
I didn't know you. I don't
Hey, Nori.
She wanna taste, I want some rolls to slide in the race. Catch her soul, they lie in your face. Thought it was drill, they dying away. Might be a ring, mom with JC, but I be dolo, niggas know me.